The rain hammered against the windows of my small apartment in Minneapolis, mirroring the storm raging inside me. My name is Barnaby, and until a few weeks ago I thought I had it all. A fulfilling job as a software developer, a comfortable life, and a loving wife, Isolde. We'd been married for 7 years. A solid, dependable 7 years, or so I believed. It started subtly. Isolde, a talented architect, began working later and later. A big project, she'd explain, her eyes tired but alight with a professional fire I admired. I made dinner, listened to her vent about demanding clients and impossible deadlines, and generally played the supportive husband. Looking back, I was playing the fool. The first real crack appeared on a Tuesday. I'd planned a surprise dinner, her favorite lasagna, a nice bottle of Chianti. I texted her at 5 p.m., "Dinner's ready when you are." No response. At 6 p.m. I called, straight to voicemail. I tried again at 6:30, 7:30, nothing. A knot of unease tightened in my stomach. Finally, at 8:15, she walked in, her face flushed, her hair slightly disheveled. "Barnaby, I am so sorry." She rushed to hug me, but I instinctively recoiled. "What happened?" I was worried sick. "The project, it went sideways. We had to pull an all-nighter. I tried to call, but my phone died." She offered a weak smile, but her eyes darted away from mine. I wanted to believe her, I truly did, but something felt off. The lasagna went cold and the Chianti remained unopened. That night she slept on the far side of the bed, her back to me. The next few weeks were a blur of late nights, missed calls, and increasingly distant behavior. Isolde became a ghost in our home, present in body but absent in spirit. I tried talking to her, but she brushed me off, blaming the stress of work. I started doubting myself. Was I being paranoid? Was I not supportive enough? Then came the email. It was a Friday afternoon and I was working from home. I needed to access Isolde's design software for a collaborative project, and she'd left her laptop open on the kitchen counter. I found the program, but as I was closing the browser, a notification popped up, a new email. Curiosity, that insidious little devil, got the better of me. I clicked on it. The sender was a name I didn't recognize, Bertram. The subject line, "Last night." My heart hammered in my chest as I read, "Isolde, last night was incredible. I can't stop thinking about you. I know it's risky, but I can't stay away. Meet me at the Blue Moon next week. Be the world tilted on its axis." My breath hitched in my throat. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. My wife, my Isolde, cheating on me with someone named Bertram. Rage, hot and blinding, surged through me. I wanted to scream, to break things, to confront her immediately. But I knew I needed to be smart, to gather evidence, to understand the depth of her betrayal. I closed the email, carefully erased my browser history, and waited for her to come home. That evening, Isolde arrived, looking as tired and stressed as ever. I forced a smile. "How was work, honey?" "Exhausting," she sighed, collapsing onto the sofa. "I swear this project is going to be the death of me. Bertram must be working you pretty hard," I said, the words dripping with sarcasm. Her eyes widened and her face paled. What did you say?" I pulled out her laptop and showed her the email. The color drained from her face completely. She didn't deny it. She couldn't. "Barnaby, I can explain," she stammered. "Explain? Explain how you could betray me like this. Explain how you could lie to my face for weeks. Explain who the hell Bertram is." My voice rose with each question, the dam of my emotions finally breaking. Started to cry, a pathetic crocodile tears display that only fueled my anger. "It just happened. He's a colleague. We've been working closely together, and what? You couldn't resist his charms. You couldn't control your urges. Spare me the details, Isolde. I don't want to hear it." I turned away, disgusted. "Just tell me how long this has been going on." She hesitated, then whispered, "A few weeks. A few weeks. Enough time to destroy 7 years of trust, of love, of shared dreams." "Get out," I said, my voice cold and hard. "Get out of my apartment. Get out of my life." She begged, pleaded, promised it would never happen again, but I was done. The image of her with Bertram, of their secret rendezvous, was burned into my brain, a permanent stain on our marriage. I couldn't forgive her. I wouldn't. She left that night, suitcase in hand, her sobs echoing in the empty apartment. I watched her go, a hollow ache in my chest. I was free, but I was also broken. The next few days were a blur. I called a lawyer, filed for divorce, and started the process of untangling our lives. I told my friends, Myron and Clementine, what had happened. They were supportive, offering a shoulder to cry on and a steady stream of comforting words. But nothing could fill the void Isolde had left behind. Then came the discovery. A week after she moved out, I was sorting through some old files when I stumbled upon a bank statement. It was Isolde's account, one I didn't have access to, and on it, a series of large withdrawals all made in the past few months. I cross-referenced the dates with Isolde's late nights at work and realized something sickening. She wasn't just having an affair, she was stealing from me. The money, thousands of dollars, had been transferred to an offshore account. I dug deeper, consulting with my lawyer, and uncovered a complex scheme involving Bertram and a shady real estate deal. Isolde wasn't just cheating on me, she was conspiring to defraud me. The rage returned, stronger than before. This wasn't just a betrayal of love, it was a betrayal of trust, of partnership, of everything we had built together. I decided then and there that I wouldn't let her get away with it. I would fight back. I spent the next few weeks working with my lawyer and a private investigator named Agatha to gather evidence. We uncovered a trail of lies, deceit, and financial manipulation that painted Isolde and Bertram as greedy, unscrupulous criminals. The real estate deal was a scam, designed to siphon money from investors, including me. Finally, we had enough. We presented the evidence to the authorities and they launched an investigation. Isolde and Bertram were arrested, charged with fraud, embezzlement, and conspiracy. Their world came crashing down around them. The trial was a media circus. Isolde and Bertram tried to deny everything, but the evidence was overwhelming. They were found guilty on all counts and sentenced to several years in prison. I sat in the courtroom, watching as they were led away in handcuffs. I felt a sense of satisfaction, of justice served, but there was no joy in it. Their downfall couldn't erase the pain they had caused, the years of trust they had destroyed. In the aftermath, I focused on rebuilding my life. I sold the apartment, moved to a smaller place, and threw myself into my work. I started seeing a therapist to deal with the emotional fallout of the betrayal. It was a long and difficult process, but slowly, gradually, I began to heal. One evening, a few months after the trial, I received a letter. It was from Isolde. She wrote about her regret, her shame, and her remorse. She admitted that she had made a terrible mistake and that she deserved everything that had happened to her. She asked for my forgiveness, not for her sake, but for mine. I read the letter, tears streaming down my face. I didn't know if I could ever truly forgive her, but I knew that holding onto the anger and resentment was only hurting me. I decided to let go, to move on, to focus on the future. I never responded to her letter. I didn't need to. Her words had given me a sense of closure, a sense of peace. I was finally free. Free from the lies, free from the betrayal, free from Isolde. Life after Isolde has been a journey of self-discovery, of learning to trust again, of finding happiness in unexpected places. I still have moments of sadness, of anger, of doubt, but I also have moments of joy, of hope, of love. I am a survivor, a fighter, a man who has emerged from the ashes stronger and wiser than before. And that, I realize, is the greatest revenge of all.